Sahil Joshi now joins us on the broadcast. Sahil, help us make sense of this massive fratricide that's currently underway in Maharashtra, in the Home Ministry of Maharashtra, between the Home Minister and the former police commissioner or the Director General of Home Guard. Make sense of the quick fire allegations being made leveled by both sides.
You know, the whole letter itself is very shocking, and you have to understand the timing of this particular letter. This letter is shot up after, and the letter actually mentions that the Home Minister of Maharashtra, Anil Deshmukh, while speaking to the media just 2 days back, made an allegation, kind of an allegation. That's what Parambir Singh thinks, is that Parambir Singh has not been transferred just because the investigation should happen properly. But there were some lapses, and that is the reason why Parambir Singh was transferred. This letter is basically is kind of an answer to what Anil Deshmukh had said. And the allegations in this particular letter are quite serious in nature, and that is the reason why it looks like now that, and of course, the Chief Minister's office has confirmed to me that they have received the letter. There will be a meeting in the evening. The Chief Minister will be discussing this. Sharad Pawar is not in Mumbai at this point of time, but all that later. But right now, let's concentrate on what allegations which has been levied against a Home Minister in this. Now, Parambir Singh categorically mentions in this that since past several months, past few months actually, Sachin Waze, who was heading Crime Intelligence Unit in Mumbai Crime Branch, was directly reporting to the Home Minister. He was also talking to the Secretary of Home Minister, Mr. Palande. Palande works with Anil Deshmukh. He also mentions that what Sachin Waze tried to tell him that several times in last few months, repeatedly instructed to assist in collection of funds for the Honorable Home Minister in and around mid-February, and thereafter the Honorable Home Minister had called Sachin Waze to his official residence at that time, where Pankaj Upadhyay is standing at this point of time. At that time, 1 or 2 staff members of Honorable Home Minister, including Personal Secretary Mr. Palande, were also present. The Home Minister expressed that Shri Waze that he had a target to accumulate ₹100 crores a month. And in support of this allegation, he has attached a chat, his WhatsApp chat with ACP Patil of Crime Branch. In that, he is talking about, he is speaking to him and asking him what happened after the meeting with the Home Minister. In that, ACP Patil tells him that Mr. Palande mentioned before DCP Bhujbal enforcement on 4th March. This enforcement branch is basically looks after the law and order situation in Mumbai, and this is where ACP Dhobale also used to work before. If you remember, he was a famous name at that particular time. On 4th of March, yes, of course. It's mentioned 4th of March. Then Parambir Singh asks him, when did you meet HM Sir, that is Home Minister, before that? ACP Patil also tells him before 4 days of hookah briefing. So basically, the hookah parlors were being raided in Mumbai at that particular time, and this is what it looks like that they were having a discussion about. The discussion goes, Waze met me after his meeting with HM Sir. That's what ACP Patil informs Parambir Singh. Parambir Singh asks him, did he tell you anything about Home Minister Sir, why he had called him? Now here comes what ACP Patil tells him. The ACP Patil tells him the purpose of the meeting was that he told me that 1,750 establishments in Mumbai, he should collect ₹3 lakhs per establishment, 1,750 establishments in Mumbai. The ACP Patil of establishments informs Mumbai Police Commissioner. This is on 19th March 2021 in the evening. That after meeting with Home Minister, he informs ACP Patil that Sachin Waze has been told by Home Minister that 1,750 establishments in Mumbai, and every establishment should be giving 3 lakh rupees per month, and that should be the collection, is what told. Paramveer Singh responds to that, oh, this was same as what HM sir told you. That is what he tells ACP Patil. The ACP Patil informs on 4th of March, his PS, Palande, told me the same thing. So basically, he has tried to put this SMS chat, the WhatsApp chats, along with this particular letter to the Chief Minister, that how there was a discussion about it, and he got to know from ACP Patil on 4th of March, and how Sachin Waze used to report to Home Minister directly, without informing anybody in the Mumbai police force. So this is a very serious
Sahil, this is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. And Sahil, you've been covering Maharashtra for decades. This not only shows the Mumbai police in very poor light, it actually shows the ruling dispensation in very poor light as extortionists. So they raided hookah bars so that subsequently they could go and collect 2 to 3 lakhs rupees per month, so that they could get 40 to 50 crore every month, and the target was 100 crore according to this letter. And Sahil, this allegation is being made by a serving Director General of Home Guard of Maharashtra Police. What does this mean for Uddhav Thackeray government, Sahil?
There have been talks about Home Minister Anil Deshmukh will be changed. His portfolio will be changed. He will be given some other responsibility because he has been wired into one after the other controversy. It started with Sushant Singh Rajput when he spoke for, normally the Home Minister never speaks about the ongoing investigation, and he informed the media that Karan Johar and other film stars will be called, for interrogation in Sushant Singh Rajput case. And since then, the Sushant Singh Rajput case took a completely different turn altogether, and Mumbai Police's image got a big hit at that particular time. And this is the second time when when the leader of opposition was taking up this issue of Mansukh Hiren being missing, and how Mansukh Hiren was in touch with Sachin Waze. It was found that the Home Minister of Maharashtra did not have any clue about it, and he could not answer it in the Maharashtra Assembly. In fact, he chose to support Sachin Waze on the floor of the House. All these things, it looks like that has gone against him. As if that as a Home Minister, he is unable to keep the Home Department out of controversy, and that is where actually it is hitting.
No, but his portfolio being changed sounds a little lame at a time when the allegations are so serious. Can he still remain in the cabinet? And the BJP, how serious is Devendra Fadnavis, or at this point of time Kirit Somaiya, or this entire BJP battery that is saying that it is time for the Chief Minister to go?
Of course, there will be a kind of the way the letter has been written. I am going through the letter one by one. The point number 20, it's written point by point. The point number 20 says that, on collective appraisal of the event have transpired, what is being pointed out by me makes it clear that I have been made a scapegoat to divert attention from actual wrongdoers. What the former police commissioner of Mumbai is telling the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, that he has been made a scapegoat. His transfer is basically to divert attention from being pointed at the actual wrongdoers. Now, everybody's been asking since very long time that how could Sachin Waze, go beyond his duty and do something like this? From where he got this? From where he got this? They call it himmat to do something like this. He was continuously superseding his supervisors and doing something which even his supervisors, the Joint Commissioner of Police Crime, the Police Commissioner of Mumbai also did not know about it apparently, and that is what is being questioned now. What the Police Commissioner is saying, that how he was superseding him and was directly talking to the Home Minister of Maharashtra. So he's saying that he was made a scapegoat. His transfer is basically a scapegoat, and that is the reason why it looks like that the actual wrongdoers are being given scot-free. He also says that the call data record, the CDR of Sachin Waze, can be examined to understand whether he was in direct touch with the Home Minister or his private secretary Palande or not, to ascertain the allegations which he's trying to make. What basically it looks like that.
Very interesting.
Most importantly, Gaurav, just a while back, Anil Deshmukh has tweeted, and he has tried to answer the allegations. He has mentioned only 2 lines. He had said that just because it looks like that he's Parambir Singh is trying to put it on put all the blame on Home Minister to make himself free from being questioned at any point of time. He's saying that.
In fact, we will just we will just play that out also. Anil Deshmukh, the Home Minister, is saying because the needle of suspicion is not just on Sachin Waze but also on Parambir Singh, not just in the Antilla explosives case but also in the case of Mansukh Hiren turning up dead at that Mahim Creek. That is why these are diversionary tactics and the blame is being laid at the Home Minister's door. But the point that Parambir Singh raises is extremely critical. See the call data record. See whether Sachin Waze was in touch with the police commissioner directly or Sachin Waze was in touch with the Home Minister Anil Deshmukh or with his personal secretary Palande. Much more on the story with Sahil Joshi and Mustafa Sheikh. But just before that, listen into the allegations that were leveled by the former Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Devendra Fadnavis, where he called Sachin Waze and officers Vasuli Adhikari or extortionists and said they are just pawns in the game. The masterminds are elsewhere. And Anil Deshmukh's attack on Parambir Singh, saying that his sins were unpardonable. Listen in.
एक प्रकार से वहां सीआईयू के प्रमुख के रूप में नहीं, वसूली अधिकारी के रूप में उनको बैठाया गया और बड़े पैमाने पर मुंबई में डांस बार चलाने को खुली छूट और सबके इंचार्ज ये.
More details are emerging from this letter, but before I get you more details of this letter, and stay with us here on India Today because we have all the facts on this story that are out in public domain at this stage and what sources are telling India Today. Was this then an elaborate extortion racket? Of course, investigations when it comes to both Mansukh Hiren's death or murder are being handled, and the explosives that were found outside Antilla, they are being handled by the NIA now. But this is a fratricide within the Home Department of Mumbai where the Home Minister has levelled grave allegations against the former police commissioner and the current Director General of Home Guard, and he has hit back in this letter. And I quickly want to cut across to India Today's Kamlesh Sutar, who's keeping a hawk eye on all developments, even politically. And Kamlesh, does this make Anil Deshmukh remaining Home Minister of Maharashtra completely untenable? Because Sharad Pawar did do a lot of damage control, tried to say, let evidence come out, action will be taken against whoever is guilty. But after this letter, what are you hearing?
Gaurav, even initially, and we've been reporting this on India Today, that Sharad Pawar, the NCP Supremo, was not very happy with the way the entire case was handled. And in fact, just yesterday, Anil Deshmukh, the Home Minister, was summoned by the NCP Supremo at his Delhi residence, 6 Janpath. And we've also been hearing that the NCP is seriously thinking of replacing Anil Deshmukh with whatever options they have at this point. But after yesterday, there were whispers in the corridors of powers of Maharashtra that maybe, just maybe after the briefing that Anil Deshmukh had given to Sharad Pawar, maybe that just for a few days, the inevitable problem that Anil Deshmukh was facing could have been just postponed by a few days. But this letter comes as a big shocker, not just for the politics in Maharashtra, but especially for Anil Deshmukh. Now, these are serious allegations that Parambir Singh, the officer who's been in the question, has directly named Anil Deshmukh. And now the NCP is the party that will be in the dock. Now it's for the NCP to decide. But as you rightly mentioned, Gaurav, it is now, it could just be a matter of time before the NCP takes action. And what action does the NCP take is what now remains to be seen. Because initially, there were questions raised on Parambir Singh, whether an officer like Sachin Waze, an officer of API rank, though he was heading the CIU, can he do such can involve himself into such a big controversy without the blessings of his seniors? And after that, there are also questions raised about omission and commission on part of the police commissioner of Mumbai. And now that he's been transferred, rather than unceremoniously shunted out, if I can say, he would like to say, that is what Anil Deshmukh is also saying, that just to avoid any further action on him, he is making these statements, but these statements are already being taken up by the opposition. It's a the opposition is picking it up and saying that this just shows how badly managed the Home Ministry is, and the Home Minister is now in question and finds himself in the thick and thin affair.
Is the opposition training its guns only at Anil Deshmukh at this stage, or is the opposition training its guns at the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Uddhav Thackeray, at this stage? And perhaps as crisis management, the talks in the corridor of power in Maharashtra was that Anil Deshmukh may just be axed, not transferred to another department, but may just be axed.
Yes, Gaurav, Anil Deshmukh will have to do a lot of answering. In fact, at this point, he has 4 questions to answer. One, on the first part, he will have to be portraying it. He'll have to answer on why was there an act of omission and commission on his part. What was he doing when an officer like Sachin?
Okay, give me a moment. Let's quickly cut across and listen in to the former Chief Minister of Maharashtra and the man who's been spearheading this investigation, so to say, Dev Fadnavis.
की ज्यातनं अशा प्रकारची पैशाची मागणी झाली आहे. त्यामुळे एकूणच हे प्रकरण जे आहे हे अत्यंत गंभीर आहे. ज्या प्रकारे महाराष्ट्राच्या पोलीस विभागामध्ये वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारचे प्रकरण उघडकीस येत आहेत, ज्या प्रकारे इथे पोस्टिंग असतील, लोकांना अधिकार द्यायचा असेल, याच्यामध्ये वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारचे व्यवहार पाहायला मिळत आहेत. आणि यातनं ज्या प्रकारे पोलीस दलाचं खच्चीकरण होताना आपल्याला पाहायला मिळत आहे, आज ही जी काही घटना, ही घटना त्याचा कळस आहे. आणि दुर्दैवाने इतक्या वाईट प्रकारे ही सगळी परिस्थिती समोर आल्यानंतर आमचं अगदी स्पष्ट म्हणणं आहे की आता या परिस्थितीमध्ये गृहमंत्री आपल्या पदावर राहू शकत नाहीत. गृहमंत्र्यांनी तात्काळ राजीनामा दिला पाहिजे किंवा माननीय मुख्यमंत्र्यांनी त्यांचा तात्काळ राजीनामा घेतला पाहिजे आणि याची निष्पक्ष चौकशी केली पाहिजे. ही चौकशी सेंट्रल एजन्सीजकडनं केली पाहिजे. त्यांना सेंट्रल एजन्सीज मान्य नसतील तर या ठिकाणी कोर्ट मॉनिटर्ड अशा प्रकारची चौकशी त्याची झाली पाहिजे. पण जोपर्यंत दूध का दूध पाणी का पाणी होत नाही तोपर्यंत हा सगळा जो विषय आहे हा महाराष्ट्राला मान खाली घालणारा आहे. महाराष्ट्र पोलीस दल, मुंबई पोलीस दल ज्याचं इतकं मोठं नाव आहे, त्या पोलीस दलाला एक प्रकारे बदनाम करणारा अशा प्रकारचा सगळा प्रकार आहे. आणि म्हणून आमची मागणी आहे याला गांभीर्याने घेतलं पाहिजे. आणि यातलं तथ्य बाहेर येतपर्यंत गृहमंत्री जर आपल्या पदावर राहिले तर याची चौकशी कशी होऊ शकेल? बरं, हा कोणी ऐऱ्या गैऱ्या व्यक्तींनी लावलेला आरोप नाही आहे. कोणी पॉलिटिकल व्यक्तींनी लावला असता, कोणी सामाजिक व्यक्तींनी लावला असता, एखाद्या आरोपीने लावला असता असं नाही आहे. हा राज्यामध्ये सर्व्हिंग डीजी यांनी लावलेला हा आरोप आहे. आणि म्हणून आम्हाला असं वाटतं की तात्काळ अत्यंत कडक कारवाई या संदर्भातली झाली पाहिजे.
अनिल देशमुखांनी उत्तर दिलेलं आहे की परमबीर सिंग यांनी स्वतःला वाचवण्यासाठी तसेच पुढच्या कायदेशीर कारवाईपासून स्वतःचा बचाव करण्यासाठी हा खोटा आरोप केलेला आहे.
त्यातला प्रश्न एवढाच आहे की अगदी आपण 1 मिनिटाकरता हे समजून घेतलं की बाबा हा आरोप त्यांनी केला आहे, तरी देखील त्यातलं गांभीर्य हे आहे की जी काही त्यांनी चॅट त्याच्यामध्ये जोडली आहे हा थेट पुरावा आहे. त्यामुळे असा पुरावा जर त्या ठिकाणी येत असेल तर हे प्रकरण गंभीर होतं. आणि म्हणून मला असं वाटतं की अशा प्रकारचं उत्तर देण्याच्या ऐवजी या संदर्भात त्यांनी अतिशय स्पष्ट नैतिक भूमिका घेतली पाहिजे आणि मुख्यमंत्र्यांनी तात्काळ या संदर्भात ऍक्शन घेऊन मला असं वाटतं की जे काही ते बोलत असतात ते कृतीत उतरवून दाखवलं पाहिजे.
मुख्यमंत्र्यांना सुद्धा ह्या बाबतीत आपण सांगितलं असल्याचं या पत्रामध्ये नमूद केलंय. त्यावेळेला मुख्यमंत्र्यांनी स्वतःहून काहीही कारवाई केली नाही. काय त्यांची मजबुरी असेल?
मला हे देखील गंभीर वाटतं. जर श्री परमवीर सिंग यांनी माननीय मुख्यमंत्र्यांच्या नजरेसे आणलं असेल तर त्याच्यावर त्यांनी तात्काळ कारवाई करायला पाहिजे होती. कदाचित आपलं सरकार वाचवण्याच्या नादामध्ये किंवा याचं सरकार आपलं त्या ठिकाणी जाऊ शकतं असा संशय आल्यामुळे त्याच्याकडे दुर्लक्ष करण्याचं काम हे माननीय मुख्यमंत्र्यांनी केलं असेल. पण अशा प्रकरणाकडे दुर्लक्ष करणं म्हणजे राज्य धोक्यात टाकणं आहे. आणि म्हणून मला असं वाटतं की तात्काळ ही कारवाई झालीच पाहिजे. मुंबई के पूर्व पुलिस कमिश्नर और सर्विंग डीजी श्री परमवीर सिंह इन्होंने पत्र के माध्यम से जो आरोप लगाए हैं वो अत्यंत गंभीर है। मैं तो ऐसा मानता हूं कि जो जिलेटिन की स्टिक्स मिली है उससे भी ज्यादा विस्फोटक इस प्रकार के ये सारे के सारे आरोप दिखाई पड़ते हैं। विशेष रूप से इन आरोपों की गंभीरता इसलिए भी बढ़ती है कि ये आरोप एक सर्विंग डीजी ने लगाए हुए हैं और इन आरोपों के साथ उसकी पुष्टि करने के लिए उन्होंने व्हाट्सएप चैट या एसएमएस चैट, जो भी कुछ वो समझ में नहीं आ रहा उस लेटर में से कौन सी चैट है, लेकिन जो चैट उन्होंने लगाई हुई है इसमें बिल्कुल स्पष्टता के साथ वो जिनके साथ बातचीत हो रही है वो कह रहे हैं कि इतने रेस्टोरेंट से इतने पैसे, इतने बार से इतने पैसे, इतना पैसा जमा करने को बोला है। तो ये एक बहुत ही सबल इस प्रकार का एक मैं ऐसा मानता हूं कि उनके खिलाफ एविडेंस है। ऐसे समय हमारी मांग है कि गृह मंत्री जी ने तुरंत इस्तीफा देना चाहिए। वो नहीं देते तो उनको मुख्यमंत्री जी ने हटाना चाहिए और इसकी निष्पक्ष जांच होनी चाहिए। या तो केंद्रीय एजेंसीज इसकी जांच करे और अगर इसमें राज्य सरकार को यह लगता है कि हमको केंद्रीय एजेंसी से नहीं करनी है तो कोर्ट मॉनिटर्ड इंक्वायरी इसकी होनी चाहिए। लेकिन कोई भी इंक्वायरी तभी सफल हो पाएगी जब एक सर्विंग गृह मंत्री ये अपने पद से दूर होंगे और उसके बाद इसकी उच्च स्तरीय जांच होगी। मुझे ऐसा लगता है महाराष्ट्र के इतिहास में मैंने इतने वर्षों में ये कभी नहीं देखा कि डीजी रैंक का व्यक्ति और जो सर्विंग डीजी है और जो मुंबई के सीपी रहे हैं ऐसा व्यक्ति सीधे मुख्यमंत्री जी को पत्र लिखकर इतने एविडेंस के साथ ये सारी बातें कहते। और इसमें महत्व की बात यह है कि उन्होंने मुख्यमंत्री जी को यह भी कहा है कि ये सारी बात मैंने आपको बताई थी। तो फिर मुख्यमंत्री जी ने उसके ऊपर कार्रवाई क्यों नहीं की? क्या केवल अपनी सरकार बचाने के लिए मुख्यमंत्री जी ने उसको नजरअंदाज किया? ये भी प्रश्न अब उपस्थित होता है। हमारी मांग है कि तुरंत गृह मंत्री महाराष्ट्र इनको उनके पद से हटाया जाए, या तो वो इस्तीफा दे या उनको हटाया जाए और इसकी निष्पक्ष जांच ये तुरंत की जाए। इस प्रकार की हमारी मांग है।
गृह मंत्री ने कहा है कि परमवीर सिंह खुद को बचाना चाह रहे हैं क्या?
देखिए, मैं ऐसा मानता हूं कि इसके तथ्य तो बाहर आएंगे। सवाल ये नहीं है कि परमवीर सिंह खुद को बचा रहे हैं या नहीं बचा रहे। सवाल इसमें सबसे महत्वपूर्ण ये है कि उन्होंने जो चैट उसके साथ लगाई हुई है, अगर वो चैट सही है तो फिर इतना बड़ा एविडेंस, इतना बड़ा सबूत जब वो लेकर सीधे पत्र लिखते हैं तो इसके बाद केवल ये कहकर नजरअंदाज नहीं किया जा सकता कि वो खुद को बचाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। मुझे ऐसा लगता है ऐसा कहकर नहीं चलेगा। ये बिल्कुल गंभीर मामला है और इस मामले में उन्होंने इस्तीफा देना चाहिए, ऐसी हमारी मांग है।
And Devendra Fadnavis has demanded the resignation of Anil Deshmukh. The Home Minister of Maharashtra says if Anil Deshmukh does not resign, then the Chief Minister must dismiss him and have a probe either by a central agency, or if you don't have faith in a central agency, a court-monitored probe in the state. Devendra Fadnavis says the fact that the allegations have been leveled by a top-serving police officer, apparently with evidence attached, and the Chief Minister, according to Parambir Singh's letter, had been informed earlier. So he says, one, why was action not taken earlier? And two, will action be taken immediately? Of course, Anil Deshmukh has denied the charge. Anil Deshmukh, the Home Minister of Maharashtra, has said because the needle of suspicion was pointing not just at Sachin Vaze but also at Parambir Singh, not just in the Antila explosives case but also in Mansukh Hiren's mysterious death or murder. That is why these allegations are being leveled by Parambir Singh against the Home Minister of Maharashtra. But this appears to be extremely, extremely damaging for not just the Maharashtra police but also for the Uddhav Thackeray Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi government in Maharashtra. Serious allegations leveled by the man you see on your television screen. That's Parambir Singh. Parambir Singh, till a couple of days ago, was the Mumbai Police Commissioner. He's currently been transferred as the Director General of Home Guard in Maharashtra. And he has written a letter. Okay, before I get you details of that letter, let's quickly listen in to other BJP leaders, from MLA Ram Kadam to Kirit Somaya of the Bharatiya Janata Party, firing all cylinders, demanding Anil Deshmukh's resignation.
सरकार जनता की रक्षा के लिए होती है, पर यह तीन दलों की सरकार जिस पुलिस ने जनता की रक्षा करनी चाहिए, उसी पुलिस को जनता का शोषण करने के लिए कहा और लोगों से जबरन हफ्ते के महीने के 100 करोड़ रुपए वसूल करने के लिए कहा। इतना घिनौना काम महाराष्ट्र की भूमि पे नहीं, देश के किसी भी राज्य में इसके पूर्व नहीं हुआ। इन तीन दलों की सरकार ने न केवल पुलिस की बल्कि महाराष्ट्र के पवित्र भूमि की भी छवि धूमिल करने का दुस्साहस किया है। ऐसे कौन कौन से मंत्री हैं जिन्होंने वसूली के आदेश दिए? उन्हें सत्ता पर रहने का कोई अधिकार नहीं। अगर थोड़ी भी शर्म बची है तो ये बेजिम्मेदार मंत्री तुरंत अपना इस्तीफा दे दे।
मुंबई के पुलिस आयुक्त परमवीर सिंह कहते हैं कि खरे एक्सटॉर्शनिस्ट वसूली का धंधा ये गृह मंत्री अनिल देशमुख करते थे। सचिन वादे ये उनका वसूली एजेंट था। बियर बार से लेके अनेक जगह से पैसे वसूल करने का काम अनिल देशमुख करते थे। गृह मंत्री अनिल देशमुख जी की तुरंत ही हकाल पट्टी होनी चाहिए।
And I quickly want to cut across to Anil Deshmukh's residence, the Maharashtra Home Minister's residence, where India Today's Pankaj Upadhyay now joins me live. Are we getting a reaction from Anil Deshmukh? Is he or anyone in the NCP reacting to these grave allegations that have been leveled by Parambir Singh?
Gaurav, as far as the Home Minister is concerned, he is only tweeted for now, saying that the allegations leveled against him are not true, they are baseless, and that Parambir Singh is only trying to save himself from the legalities of the case now, and now that the various aspects of the case are coming out and they are there for everyone to see. We were right outside his gate. We've been told that he's here in Mumbai at his very residence. The police presence outside his house has increased now. We are not allowed to go near the residence, but we are still awaiting for a response, for a formal response from the NCP at this point of time. Incidentally, this letter has gone viral hours after the Mansukh Hiren death case was transferred from Maharashtra ATS over to the NIA. And incidentally, yesterday itself, Anil Deshmukh had tweeted saying that he had visited NCP Supremo Sharad Pawar and had informed him about all the details of the Antilia bomb scare case, and had said the rumors that are floating around about his resignations are not true. They are in fact baseless. So a lot has happened within the 24 hours now. We see how the Bharatiya Janata Party is now gunning for the MVA leaders. In fact, Ram Kadam, the senior BJP leader, is saying that investigation now needs to be conducted as to how many more such ministers are involved in this act. So this letter has been written on 20th of March. 23 pointers have been given in this letter, but there is no signature of Parambir Singh. Mind you, Parambir Singh is still in his serving capacity. He's the Director General of the Home Guards. He writing such a letter against the Home Minister of the state. This is huge. So we'll have to wait and watch what the Chief Minister of Maharashtra will have to say now, what the biggies in the Maharashtrian politics like NCP Supremo Sharad Pawar will have to say. But for now, there has been no reaction from any party. But as far as the person in the center of controversy,
what transpired in that conversation? What transpired in that conversation between Sharad Pawar and Anil Deshmukh? Because many have been arguing that the Shiv Sena is also very uncomfortable given the number of allegations that have now been leveled against Anil Deshmukh and the number of controversies in the Home Department in Maharashtra.
Yes, Gaurav, for a very long time now, in fact, the Bharatiya Janata Party has been saying that this is not a failure of the police force as such, this is a failure of the MVA government. BJP has been saying that there is no coordination among the various alliance partners, namely the Shiva Sena, the Congress and the NCP. And that is why there is complete chaos and confusion with regards to law and order situation in the state. And BJP had been demanding that Anil Deshmukh should have taken moral responsibility of whatever had happened, because the entire case had brought disrepute, not just to the police force, but to the state as well. And since the pressure was building on the NCP and Anil Deshmukh, and clearly Shiva Sena was on the back foot ever since Devendra Fadnavis had read out the contents of the statement that Mansukh Hiren's wife had given to the police. BJP knew that they had enough fodder against the MVA government. But yesterday, everyone was taken by surprise when Anil Deshmukh said that he had visited NCP Supremo Sharad Pawar in Delhi, and that he had apprised Sharad Pawar about every minute details of the case, and that the state government was fully cooperating with the NIA as well. But in the end of the tweet, he added that the rumors of his resignations are baseless. So what happened within these 24 hours? That's a big question. More revelations about the letters are yet to come.
Absolutely, because these 23 pointers are such a shocker, such a shocker. The fact that these allegations have been leveled by one of the senior most serving police officers of Maharashtra, Parambir Singh, currently the Director General of Home Guard, till a couple of days ago, the Police Commissioner of Mumbai, make it all the more telling. And he's saying, don't take my word for it, go see the call data record, see the CDR of conversations between, as he alleges, Sachin Vaze and the Home Minister of Maharashtra, Anil Deshmukh, and his personal secretary, Mr. Palande, because he's saying that Sachin Vaze was directly in touch with the Home Minister and his office and not with the Police Commissioner. Grave allegations being leveled. Much more on the story on the other side of a quick break. Stay with us.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.